We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top TFFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Block going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Carr completes it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
He's tackled at
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Enough to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
All day, just like that. Just like that. General, Max,
he's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. J.J. Nelson, 92 yards, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On first down, Carr. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Melvin Gordon.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 40 now on second down. Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for 6. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Block now to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A quick pass out to Aguilar. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain of 10.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
You know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Goes first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Clock now on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's another.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke able to get this to Gordon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be third down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Flushed out right. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Carr is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Throw for it on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Off the option, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
The tackle.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 20.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs, and have that relentless. Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On for the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw complete here to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The handoff to
9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Maurice Hurst on
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Locke. He'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw it is Locke. Hard throw, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got his tight end fan, and he's got this down to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
Intercepted by the
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
8-yard pickup.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Las Vegas sending out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Locke to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
At the Raiders' 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Tanner Muse on the coverage.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively.
Hurt you.